Good morning, folks. It's 10:18 on the second month, 15th day, 2025. And I'm looking at here as just an absolute impossibility with a big circulation system, unless there's an EMF beam running down this swath here. Yep, running right down this swath here. And we've all seen the beam that Port Hedland put out in this direction here coming in, and it basically they captured this storm in electromagnetic frequency, which is kind of even evident in this image here, as this storm is being dissipated out, having its circulation destroyed. You could see some very big signs of it. See if we can. I'll go down a little bit more, and yeah, I'm liking the sound quality improvements. So we're headed in the right directions of positiveness. Where did it go? Right here. As I'm still nailing down how I can put the screen and still see it, because the microphone's blocking my view quite a bit, actually. Right, so we see the airflow lines of beams. Like if you look in here next to these towns here, you see this pocket here? Was the V of that's pointing here. Do you have a radar truck over here that's been parked measuring this storm? Because I'm seeing perturbations of EMF in this cloud mass here, and I'll leave that circle on. It's kind of interesting because the curves on it. It's got a lot of chem bombs up there in that sky too. Oops, so I didn't keep this circle on. And even here next to Marble Bar, look at that, like a crow's foot. Yeah, I can zoom that a little more. I found a trick I can do. Well, I figured out a way to do lots of things if you want to. Look at that chem bomb right here in the center. I mean, really, is this any more obvious? And you just get that turning, and anything that's caught in here begins to rotate around towards this one. And when there, well, that's looking like a crow's foot on it, coming down. There's a chemical catalyst put in your sky. I'm going to do my best not to swear, right? If I can keep myself calm, my Tourette's don't show up as much. We have a tanty, as somebody points out. I could go with that. Yeah, endearingly. Yeah, you see where the flows are set up here now? So the moisture will come in this direction here because of the principle's conicity. And as we close this beam off, like let's say sweep this in this direction, holding this stationary, this is going to move squeeze south into this band of EMF that's down here. Let's see if we got the other one still up. Not only one at a time. So I'll remark this now, because it's a remarkable thing to do is mark your screen. And let's check also if we're running. My phone got kind of low. It was giving my hands the tingles. You got a beam line here. We got a beam swath here. Those are one of the big ones that came. We got this here. We got lots of EMF right into this area here. See that square? Right there. All these is pinned to storm. That's the wedge of the beam here. So it would have come from a device right around this area. It's probably a NEXRAD radar, which do exist in Australia, because when they upgraded the units, some of these got this capability and can never tell me otherwise. You can even see the lines that a beam that they call a glitch often does on our radar screens, if I need to point that out. It's like a jellyfish coming down. Bzz, 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 the frying fish instead of the flying fish. Yeah, this is well boxed in. It's not round. These edges are square. These edges are square. I'm just going over the geoengineer to this before my more sarcastic side shows up. We can go out to sea and have an even better look at some of what was going on over here near Karatha and Port Hedland. The EMF out here was very evident in the cloud masses themselves. So when they tell you it's a glitch, ask this: how come they're affecting cloud dynamics? Are they making condensates form? And this V shape here, the cone is pointing out to sea, like a ship. See this big square around the Port Hedland NEXRAD station here, formed by these clouds? You see it? And it's bombs nucleated into a scalar square. You got a Z of bombs here. Dot 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 dot. See? Dot 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 dot. Da 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 da. Yeah, like a brass knuckles right in the kisser of Mother Earth. That one there. Look at that. That's very geometric, isn't it? Very geoengineered, very architecturally done. As we see another one of these shapes in the plasma itself. Yeah. And then you see this square of energy right here in the cloud masses themselves. So as this rotates, it hits the corner of that, it begins to rotate, hits the corner of an even bigger square. This is squares turn and squares. And again, you see this nasty out here to the west of Marble Bar. Yep. Come to the bar, come to the Marble Bar. We're not a Mars bar, we're a Snicker bar, we're a Marble Bar. Hillside Station, you got sprayed. See that? Took away your sunny days. Hillside Station, you got sprayed. How's your breathing there today? This stuff's falling out, you know. How's your breathing? How your animals feeling? Look at the square formed it is. The sun went down. So we'll go to the last hour and get some of the up to date as possible. Look at this waveform down here going through the cloud deck, where that hand just went past. Whoa, that's bad. It won't let me speed this up like you can see the big waveform, but I have a feeling I have a way of doing that. I might have a way to do that. So let's go over here and cross-reference myself. Look at the simultaneous combination going on in this band over here. Hey, bring some condensates in to feed where it's going. Give a wall for EMF to bounce between and to pin this in place as the waveform is rocking back and forth in this spot, pinning this storm pretty much. And now it's about to dissipate because the circulation of whatever the hell that was, that goat eye looking thing they was showing us earlier, which I have a pretty good film of. Because earlier I got this image here. Yeah, that's not this one here. That's you got just a little bit of time still to get on that post. Maybe I'll show and go over your image. That's where EMF stalls it. And I put this on here. I think I'm going to get this bigger. All right, so you can see it a bit better. Now you see this here? I'll turn my voice off because I swore. My finger is pointing at a spot where the EMF crosswave is causing a fold move. And now I'm showing the chem. That absolutely smashed the entire east coast of Australia, chemically poisoning the sky, is my perspective on that. You see how that just stays in place? Right? It's just staying there. That's not moving around with it. So that's an energized area or an outflow boundary to make sure this doesn't skate to the west any further than it already has. It's really caused this thing to pin the moisture and pinwheel around that spot. That's what I seen happen, is that pinwheel move, and then I saw the chem. I'll let you see that one more time. And that's up on my wall, which is free. All my information is freely shareable. And many of my geoengineering videos have samples taken out of them and stuff, and I usually don't mind if you're not being a dick about it. As long as the words get out there, we won't go over that one. So I've seen some of the pictures you guys took today as well, so I'm going to try to find that one. Moist. That's just somebody's yard, just sticking up out of the thing. You see it when you go on the bus past this house. It's just like there. I wonder if it's a message to the other swans that chased them near the lake nearby. I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to find that post I had. Maybe I shouldn't have turned it off. Yeah, hi. Him and I would have a hair contest if we were stood in a blinding wind. Him and I both would not stand too close to each other because our hair would be whipping around. So that's what that's intended to be a joke about. But anybody who wants to cry, my gosh, look at that. Wow, look at this here. We have a quick peek over here at Ipswich this morning. Anybody not familiar with Ipswich? It's just to the west of Brisbane. If I'm correct. Wow, would you look at the chemtrail here and all this EMF here? Bzzz, look at this diamond-shaped thing you got here. That's not naturally occurring cloud formation. That's caused by the interference of a radar pattern inside a sea of condensate. You get the big penis cloud. You're poking over the top of the tree. Hi, you want to piss it down? Bellend cloud. Yeah, you got a lot of chem bombs and stuff. And very often you see vaporous things happen on the pulsar layers of clouds. But you shouldn't see something that resembles a white Hitler mustache cocked sideways, or Denfi has freedom, or that this is at a 90-degree angles, sort of right over in here, you know. That is not natural. So this is a great shot of many different kinds of geoengineering. And if this stuff up here is falling out into a path of a jet plane going by, the jet plane will make a contrail that then spreads out and stays all day, or for far too long. It doesn't dissipate quickly enough, as science used to show. You ain't changing them old NASA charts about condensates and suddenly that's changed. Nah. So that plane might not have been spraying that did that. It might have just been condensating all these particles falling out of this. And some of them engines might be designed to create certain types of particles when they come out high as just a wisp on the top. But again, you see that marshmallow look. It's not a round, puffy, happy atmosphere, that one. So thank you for the participation. And I don't know if I can get this for full screen, it would be happier. And I'll get back to them. So we have a lot of chem controlling this storm and pinning it. Even this huge waveform in an arc here is doing prevention of the storm, freely doing what a natural storm would want to do, which is follow natural condensation paths. And as all these chem bombs got deployed along this one line here, through here, it's formed like a wedge. You'll see from here, you see a wedge, right, coming up in an arc, right, from probably the Geelong airport, because I'm picking up a beam path through here as well, independent of that. Come on, look at this. This is a slice of pizza in the sky. And they've got a waveform set up here that's blocking this. It's blocking it. Let me get rid of some of those lines. And it's caused an effective heated flow line. Got a device here. I didn't say you have a station, but there's something there emitting a radar wave. I don't think it's this one. The line's not matching up. That one's doing this, and it's pulsing. Even though you don't list it, I see you. I see you doing the jig, dancing a jig over Marble Bar's weather. Yeah, this thing is pinned, and she's kind of coming this direction where its condensates will then be stripped in and sent across Australia, where there's so much chem that I don't know if the water droplets that are going to condensate are going to make it big enough to fall. Yeah, so let's get to the forecast stations part of this, and because there's some thunderstorm action coming today for out on the out across the East Coast that I'm very concerned about, because when things come at nighttime, I get very concerned. Okay, so I'm going to roll this, and hopefully my phone is charged enough so I can see comments. But it should be. I didn't even check to see if the video is rolling. It might have took me down for humming the wrong tune. You can't see the hand gestures I'm making over here. And I can now see your comments. Colin James says that the bastards won't stop until we stop them. You are 100% correct. For years I've been answering people when they ask, why are they doing this? And the only answer is, because we let them. That is all. I see that hoverer over there near Kunanura over there. The cunnilingus is going to be a bit wet. Yeah, super moist weather coming your way. And it's just staying there in that path that the EMF demands. You know, because where the chemtrails go, the storms often flow, and this is what they put down over here. You see that big straight line? Clouds don't do that naturally. Nah. How many directions of the wind they had in Carpentaria? You should see the flow is going two different ways out here. If I look up over the tropics, let's say, for example, over here at Kembali, over here in Kembom Alley, right? You very often see, like here, the explosion stays out at sea. You can't say it's mountain range, right? Sometimes you get a natural thing happens, and I do point those out when I see natural, but it's going the wrong way. It should be in the prevailing winds. Yeah, that's the wrong way. Pow! Big puff all at once. Pow! Were the conditions just right? Or did the geoengineering say, every power plant steam all at once and clear your stacks? Here, put this chemical in your stacks to keep your stacks cleared. Well, Buddy Roy, you better keep your hands off my stack, Jack. To honor my love of Roger Waters. Well, I bet he's livid over the Zionist things. Look at this trapezoid here in the sky off the coast, Darwin area, right here. You don't see that? You think that's natural? I'll tell you, you're out of your mind. How do they simulate a mountain range out at sea to make that naturally occur is the correct question. How did they because you made a big EMF waveform like a mountain and things coming this way have to lift to go up it. And so right here to here is a big, wide, really wide path of EMF. You can see it through here. Now, most likely culprit is a big boy down in Exmouth. Yeah, which is not on this screen. You know, as I look over here towards, we just can't see Bali over here. Look how squared off and straight this is. Look at all the chem here over Chem Bomb Alley over here. We got one that's like a crush in the center. We got here was like it's the ship of fools. It's sailing along the sky, to use my imaginary. We really look at the geometrics to this. It's not a natural cloud. It's almost like what in the heck is here? A new pattern for a quilt. Yeah, this isn't cloud seeding. This is cloud creation. This is geoengineering. Cloud seeding takes an existing cloud and changes dynamics. You know, makes it rain or makes it not. This is what we was told. We think they're just putting them dry ice inside there and spraying it, but I don't think that's the case. We're just not picking up enough ingredients that say that in the soil samples. We're picking up nasties. We're picking up bacterial things and mold things. What's this, the men they show in an episode of Star Wars out there? Or is this the where we go one, we go all logo showing me clearly? Or is that the torch of freedom going up in the direction of our oppressors? No, that's geoengineering. In the beautiful country of Australia, in that area, I squared, circled there. Circle gets a square. You got lots, because stuff like this flows into that and comes over here. And you see the trapezoid. Don't see the trap of using your beautiful feelings toward caring about Mother Nature to give the motherfuckers everything they ask for. Darn it, I'm trying not to swear. Let's see if we can rein this in. Look at the stop sign out here. Let's see. You can't make this up. Pow! All at once. Big sky shark and boom-a-doom-a-boom. Big sky sharks and boom-a-doom-a-boom. Big sky sharks. Look at that. Home base. What's going on here? We've got the ash cloud out at sea over here forming. Pow, 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 pow. Have it, have it, have it. Why is why are they saying the bleach is the reef is being bleached? The bleach is being reefed. Yeah, because sulfuric acid precursors deployed in the sky make acid rain. Acid rain is very bad. And if any of that sulfuric acid precursors falls to the ocean floor, the acids are going to form directly on the coral. Not good at all. Pow, pow, pow. Hey, heads up, and it's Phil. I'm watching something for next weekend that it could dump about 200 mils on you, maybe a little more, in a short period of time. So I'm watching very closely for an event. All the tropical flow headed your way says that this EMF's got it pinned and headed your way. Headed your way, and the chem bombs in the wind is a sin in the wind. And well, you got it over like Georgetown, you got a cloud that looks like this. Now you're going to tell me the pizza party ain't happening in our sky, so to speak, and that the hot dog is Mother Earth herself. Because look at this. How many? You got an inverted, nearly equilateral triangle here and here. See it? You see it yet? And it's all in a line of stuff. You know what does that? Waveforms. That could be a square waveform, actually. Up, over, down, over, up. You got waveforms going on that we can't quite plot out yet, but we're going to figure this shit out, because that is not normal. That is helping to control the weather. That is not normal. This is poisoning our planet. There's the boogeyman laying on his side, laughing at you guys, wanting to save the earth. The earth is here to save you. Ain't you figured that out yet? Let's be the guardian of the animals. Let's act not like a bunch of dirty animals. And give a shit about people, because you got some wicked storms coming through overnight through some of these areas of Queensland. Some should be nearly popped off, but I'm watching the Chem very, very closely. This one here west of Mackay. So let's go to the rain and thunders and all that rumbles, and I'll pop 7 days out of this nasty mess. Very, very volatile. The mixing of the hot and the colds up the coast has not been very pleasant. And if you're expecting like what your typical weather show would be, yeah, I'm not it. Yeah, I kind of showed the geoengineering that is real. It not hidden by the facts of people that say stuff is real that is not. It appears. It looks like I just went offline. I just went offline briefly, but now it's back. Yeah, I said the word is real. It's. I mean, I'm not even spelling it the same. ISREAL, not RAEL. Oh, I'll sing my own song about giants, dude. How long will they kill our prophets while we stand around and look? How much shit did Brandy Vaughn take before the lawn her body took? For Max Spears we sing. Yep. Oh, I just bumped into the mic. Hit me right in the feels. Yeah, I better stop that, or I'm gonna get very passionate. And get me going about what they did to Michael Murphy. What a genius. God damn. Don't do powder drugs, people. Don't do them. Mother Nature is never done by motherfuckers. Your weather today brought to you by motherfuckers. Where do you see the sky today? I'm going to be going, motherfuckers. Yeah, the never-ending story for the far north of Queensland is the monsoon season has no calendar. You know, it's as the directions of the river of moisture dictate the constant onshore, typical daytime. If heading into autumn type of weather for you guys is to be expected. In summertime, it gets hot. And thank you for loving the new mic. It was every little purchase I get to sacrifice, but you know, this is 7 trips on a bus into town to get this. You know, if I don't go into town 7 times and back and sit at home, I can have a mic, right? It's worth about a couple bags of oatmeal. Well, I do want you guys to be happy with the sound quality. So I asked you guys if you want to be a part of my work, and you obliged. So thank you very much, and then I do what I say I'm going to do, try to make the shows better. Right? If you'd like to be a part of that, I invite you to use this old GoFundMe, because I need to change this. This is quite old from traveling around the world, which I must say, it cost a lot more than that. Somebody was giving me crap. So I try to make sure I do the stuff for you guys that's important. And also the tensor tools. Accept no substitutes. If you choose to use some of the tensor tools to help mitigate some of the chem I'm about to show you, you will want to use this link here, and make sure you put TheGuilt10 as a coupon code to receive 10% off of Sacred Knowledge Energy Tools. I consider them a godsend in my life. I used to troll it. I didn't think it was real, right? But they showed me, and I showed me, and the day I took a Nugzilla and went across a still pond over at Cheryl and Joe's house up in Queensland near Bundy. I'm near Bundy, near Harvey Bay. And it wrote my name on top of the water. It disturbed the water, and I wrote my name on it. I went, oh my God, I was wrong. Yep, I don't go, oh my God. Usually it's Eureka, and these things have changed my health. Even my blood samples look very good compared to others, and I was taking no measures other than wearing that hoop like you see me do all the time, and eating food that I know is not poison. Well, with this fallout from the stuff in the sky, it's really just all our organics is gone. You know, if you're spraying a pesticide in your woods to get rid of something along your hiking trail or get rid of some mosquitoes, it's going to fall in your garden as fallout. So We don't need to use that stuff. And if they need to use pesticides, why don't we suggest that we make some natural stuff? Or don't be hanging out where they live the most. Let's get rid of some of their environment, like your standing water you're so fond of. And I don't know. We something ask for our own poison far too often. It's freely given anytime you ask, I gotta say. Oh, you're overweight. Here, an artificial sweetener that turns out to be cancer causing, like saccharin was, right? Way back when. Uh, yeah, but backwards world full of, it seems like, self-serving pharmaceutical corporate things that just want what they want. And I'm still keeping a big eye on this one coming across New Zealand. I'm getting tired of showing the weather out west. Yeah, yeah. I told you she was dying. That you guys argue about it. I told you where it was going to hit. I wore Marble Bar by name, and it parked right where I said. Hey, so maybe you want to take on board geoengineering is a reality that you're going to have to deal with. Yeah, it's not looking good there during your overnight early morning hours. Well, this will be at about 4 o'clock in the morning or so, Takakai. So, Jeff, you want to batten down the hatches on your porch out there. You're going to have a big squall come through. Yeah, and then it's going to be like really wet. You got some decent totals coming, but it's nothing you can't handle. Nothing you can't handle. Yeah, when this batch comes through, I'll be back up a day. Yeah, it's going to dump, looks like about 7 centimeters. 69. 69. 69. This geoengineer is right in your face when you're about to get 69 worth of moisture coming. Yes. But on the 10s from there, it's not that huge. So I'm happy about that. Really happy. You can enjoy some of your autumn time activities. Yeah, you could cook a hockey in the yard, man. I always wanted to try that roast pork in the ground. Maybe one day I get to go to the land of the long white chemtrail. Like some action showing up down here for the corner there, Barnsdale, and I would see some action showing up from these dates here. Let me get them going. This was the one I'm concerned about. Because when the pressures are lied sideways like this, they always bring some action up here. And this is what I'm watching very, very closely, is this corridor getting, again, a bit of a fuckery going on from the here to here. Come on. You can do it. Whammos. I was seeing totals up here coming in the 20s, in the 20 centimeter, 30 centimeter range. And I know what a centimeter is. It's about 10 inches, folks. Yeah. Uh-huh. 10 inches deep, man. That's why I say sometimes when it pisses it down, it's going to go deep. I'm not liking this either, as I'm looking here towards some of these tropical islands. Any of these can have this tendril, so we know we're going to have to keep an eye out as we're moving a big river of moisture towards French Polynesia. Yeah, I've been watching something. I've been watching this go over. It's going to skate over the top of Fiji. It'd be used to worry some people. Maybe they'll go out and buy batteries and fuel oil, whatever. Whatever sells during a storm, Yeah, but it's not looking good on the 10s. Again, from that Port Douglas area, Innisfail area, as the pinpoint agenda-like floodings continue to march in. And it's really nice to see, like I said, that the chemists took the water away. From a lot of the nasties you could have had farther south. But it's no consolation for the people that are victims of this area up here who are about to get geoblasted again because our oppressors just put a big line of crap out that you could see happening over here. Over here and over there, toxic air over here, because the chem bomb's coming, and it won't be over till we throw them out from over there, throw them out from over there. I'm seeing a haze that's going all the way up the sides here, this is all held in a big beam from the north. See this line here? There's a curve to it down here. That's beam locked. That's another lock of moisture that's being held. And so we should have opposite directions of flow happening right here. Yep, that's a wrong way, Charlie. That's where you look for wrong way, Charlie, which is pluming the wrong way. Well, this is going that way and that's going that way. That's beam locked, as I call that. That's one of my descriptive things. Are you guys ready to see your chemtrails yet? Have you had enough of what that is and what's going on? Can I move away from here into another part of my show that I like to do sometimes? Called this is your sky. If I was sitting at your house, right? If I look at you guys on a 10, I'm happy. I'm happy with this. Kiss, kick. You know, you guys get some rains. You know, it's fall. My mountains need a drink. It's getting cold. It's getting dry. And, well, moist. Happens, Yamba. And you can handle that, right? You can handle that. It's not even in the high mountain areas. Where, that's not high mountains. Your high mountains are down here. But if you got nimbin around, it's a different definition too. The high mountains. Welcome to the Blue Knob. It is. That's what it's called. The nimbin ranges and the Blue Knob. Yeah, there's a knob out here. Right out here, there's a knob. Yeah, you can see. You want to see a knob? It's right out here. Yeah, there's some heavy totals coming for you, Kyogo. They're hitting your creek. You might want to get your groceries done. This is over the next 36 hours. Yep. Yeah, a bit of action coming. So you might be the victims of one of these Pluminazzi showers that are popping up overnight as we look down that way towards the river of absolute filth. Absolute filth. We were just looking right over here. Okay, in this area here. That's exactly where we were looking, is right here. So if I turn off some of these names, now I think I'll leave them on just for, the screenshotters. I like to shoot screenshots and show them. Look at this. What you got over the top of you today. Then I'm then going to show you pictures of what was underneath. First one I see is this one. Big, huge square of crap over tweeds. See that? Chem bombed. And I look over here between Gun to Windy, and I see another pizza slice. See that pizza slice? That wedge? And that's going to have conicity properties to it, of dynamics that'll move things. You got a pizza down low and a pizza up top. And this can be done with an emitter that's on a balloon even, that will then move along with the cloud mass pretty effortlessly. And again, bomb field here. So all your geoengineered weather is very easy to spot, right? The dingus. Yeah, the dingus formation. How you know it's going to piss it down? I saw a big penis draw it in the clouds. There's mold. That almost looked like Mitzelplick. Or is that a gremlin? They just added water after midnight. Like an evil-looking face that's been drawn in the cloud north of Brisbane there. Over there near Mulaney. The Rucci, hey, did somebody just breathe out a big bong hit, or have you gotten plumed? Or do you have a power plant there? How many directions of the wind did you have growing north of you here, Dalby? Right? Don't you tell me geoengineering ain't real. Well, I could mark up this whole map until I just write the word smashed, which I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's absolutely hard to watch. So I'm going to go show your pictures now of what all this crime scene was, because this is thousands of miles of stuff from Birdsville, Alice Springs, absolutely smashed. So you guys got chem sprayed, and it's leading to some terrible totals. So I'm going to close off that one, and we're going to now take a look at your pictures of your clouds. And again, I invite you to participate in my GoFundMe. If you'd like me to have better equipment as well, maybe even a haircut, where I'll actually say, okay, I'll allow a haircut because I have extra bags of food to cook, which I would like to have some of my supplies. So I've shown you Sylvia Martin's picture of Ipswich already. I'm going to go over a few of these. I always show the first one. I really would not like you sending these to my personal messenger. If you had more than one picture, I'm going to show this one, which I can zoom in on pretty well by just doing this. Good morning, folks. I hope you're happy. Don't look up too much. Your sky looks crappy. This one's like pointing at a chem bomb or something out here. It's like, hi, look over here. That is not natural. Something has been dumped in the sky, and it's falling down. And then sometimes it has lift. It might curve. Sometimes like here, then it lifts back up with its vapors. So that's actually flowing down and then back up as it's effervescing wherever the hell is in it. It looks like something came along in a line right here, deployed, wouldn't you say? Very evenly spaced. Chemtrails, perhaps they pass gas. Look at this one here. Oh. The dingus. Yeah, I'd say you got sprayed. Hi. Where are your numbers? We got another pizza slice in the sky. Pizza in the sky, my eyes burning. There's a big wedgie there with a demon in the center. They're manipulating aether, man. Aether is a multidimensional fabric. Entities can show up, or do we not need to talk about CERN's experiments of portal openings and dimensional reactions? Because they want to bring some kind of big old freaking something to kill all our asses, so they don't get in trouble for doing it. Let's see what else we got here. We have a post by John Henry. He has been doing lines above Ballina. Oh yeah, Ballina was a crime scene. Yeah, Mike, there's another pizza slice. They're having a pizza party, asking you to cut your hot dog off. Not anymore. At least America gets some sanity in the bathrooms again. Hey, vag much? The vaggy skies. What is Valentine's Day? Look at the streamers of catalyst through here. Just they're all squiggles, and this one here is making a swastika, isn't it? It's like I could draw a flag that would get me in trouble. I'm getting a head cramp now is going to be against the rules in Australia if your arm goes straight out. Come on, that'll look like a star. It's not a natural puffy cloud. And how come we got all these cirrus clouds existing at the same time as alto cirrus existing at the same time as cumulus? And go. How you're getting cirrus clouds, alto cirrus, and cumulonimbus without the alto cirrus getting consumed by the cumulonimbus? I'll tell you how. By separating the layers with Chem. And this is a great shot that you've provided us with. I don't want Google Earth to. All right, let's get. Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. Let's try this again. This is a great shot because if you look back, you can see an emanation point of plumes from one spot to put the chemical catalyst in the sky. Right here, you got an arc here of EMF, but this here is what I'm looking at. That deployment there. And inside that, you see the chem bombs it took to do it. Right? See the waveform through here? There's a device up in the sky. Part of Project Loon was not just about communicating or transmitting a Wi-Fi signal from a balloon. It also was a perturbation experiment. Yes. They wanted to have. They had to have molecules of something in the sky to track moving and to see the results of when they could hit it with a signal. We got Wollongong this afternoon. You almost have full halo there, mate. Even you could see the scalar square look to your sky even here over the Gong. Right? You see this haze here in the plasma. There's one layer of clouds forming different than another, refracting light differently. You must have one of those hexagonal camera lenses. There are different type of imaging chips in cameras. None of them are round. Some are square, and some are that shape. So your imaging chip in your camera is that shape. Some people be like, oh, that's a fake sun. I'll be like, well, what kind of imaging chip is in your thing? And can you take a picture of it with a camera that uses film at the same time? You might see something. Wow, you guys got a big chem dump here. But you didn't tell me where this is, Chantal. I can't tell where it is, Chantal. Crambone. Right here. They're like musical notes, ain't it? Let's play it. Da, 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 da. Or maybe it's one of my songs. Chem Mom, they came and took away your sunny skies. Look at, and then they turned upon an antenna, and you got fried. Bzz, 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 bzz. Look at the bomb here. Look at that. Look at that. You don't even be telling me that chem bombs ain't real when I can show you them right here. Pow! Right there. Right there in front of your eyes like a barnacle. Yeah, maritime barnacle bills right over your house. What a fucking shame to see that shit, Tallman. Thank you very much for sharing it. I have to go a little slower. My hand is starting to have one of those motion moments where it's starting to hurt. I'm trying to get my video up where I can make comments, or at least see some of your comments. Oh, here we go. I've said they had a 20-degree drop last night. I think I took a 2-kilo drop this morning, but don't. Yeah, it was a cake. What we got here? My sky was disgusting. Oh, yes, it was. I was absolute skyria. What is going on here? Oh, yeah, that helps. Let me show you how to fix this. You save your image. You go like that. And you open it. All right, open the image. You go up to the top over here and turn that son of a bitch. Turn it, turn it, turn it. Then I can look at it. Now we can have a peek. Mighty great here, my friend. Mighty great. But yeah, please try to take that effort. Baby came out sideways. And again, I just can't do that one. What we got here? Red Bank Plains. I'm not 100%. Smashed by the filthy fucking scum. Yeah, they did. How many different types of geo you got here? This is a really thin layer of plasma from the fallout. You see that like gray haze? That's in between these. It's impossible for all these cloud types to exist at the same time. That one and that one should never exist at the same time. That's what I'm saying. Geoengineering is causing different layers of the atmosphere to have different weather effects. I don't even need to bring the pen out on this one. I don't even need to bring the pen out to know that the penis has been applied hard. Let's see what Michelle says. Wow, yeah, that's quite the formation. Sylvia's got one for us to look at here. Let's see which I want to see. Bzzz, getting fried, Stray style. There's the pizza slice, wedge-shaped conicity beam formation. Principles of conicity. You got two helixes going on here. This one here is fat. It's going underneath this one. So that'll be like a spinning rope of masses of chem, because they'll have viscosity to themselves. Here's some ice crystals being refracted. God only knows what that ice is made out of. You wouldn't want to have that in a glass of Fresca. Or have you seen my favorite drink? I love Fresca, and they have done a nasty with it. Oh my God! Would you look at the gelt hair? All that fallout, creating ice crystal condensates, have absolutely chemboed your ass. Let's see if we can get a good isolate on this one. Wow. Look at something came along this line here and just deployed. Now let's do it again. Do it again. Hey, come on, Higgins. Why don't you show the truth about weather modification? Why don't you go through and show that is an evenly spaced thing? Pull your ruler out. Something just came along and chucked out pellets. I fertilized my lawn enough to know when pellets are being dropped out of something, what the fuck it looks like on my lawn. If I drop shit in the sky that has a tendency to make clouds, you'll get this look. Okay? We call that a chembo. And above, this line of stuff is above that. And the sun was at just the right angle to produce that effect. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, this is a chembo. And I think I dropped my penbo. Yeah, evenly spaced plumes. That's a chembo. What else we see in here? Hi, big cloud of nasties here. Was that the Black Knight satellite coming to visit? If you know, you know. That's deep rabbit hole. Yeah, sure. We always have bent clouds with like a fucking Mickey Mouse face in it, grinning at your ass. Again, that's very geometric. It's not like a puffy, round cumulus cloud. It kind of looks like the Grinch. That Grinch that stole your dreams. How dare they? You're a mean one, you chem-bombing bitches. You deserve regretfully forbidden things to occur to you. It's regretting to suggest the things I'm thinking about now. The fucking chem bombed bitch. Who's in the exact middle? I always like to show the center. Who is the center of the sharing? Because there was a lot, and my voice is starting to go, so this is not going to go on much longer. And I'm hoping by tomorrow or the day after I'll be able to teach you to, wow, Lismore. Again, you got that microwave popcorn look, but if you zoom into it, you can see the clusters with the lines all pointing at the same spot as they spread them microwaves out. Or just want to look like a set of lips kissing the sky, or you're kissing your future goodbye, or your house prices goodbye, as they say you can't have certain things. You see that one there? Like a flag? We must never give up our fight against the poisoning of our planet in the name of saving it. Nah, it don't need saving. It's here to save us. And the last picture comes from Highland, Queensland. And it's again a very grinchy looking sky, full of skyarea, geometric forms, engineering right in front of our faces. Right in front of our faces. Like the greedy, glutching trotters are just grasping for more control. Square forms through here, see it? And inside that, you see the bombs. You see the spots they blowed out where the condensates changed because the shock wave of the explosion. The boogeyman is here. What you gonna do about it? Pick a side. Be careful. The devil speaks with a forked tongue. And that looked like the dragon sky fly. Oh my gosh, this is her. It's like a cube of clouds on the top. Look at this here. Like something in the shape of a square is making clouds around itself. Or ionizing a field around itself. Look at this. That is not natural. That is nothing I seen when I was a kid. And that is a fantastic capture that you shared with us all. And thank you very much for being part of the show. And again, if you would like to participate in the furthering of me building up the quality of my shows, studios, this and that, even something to rest my arm on while I hold my mouse would be nice. Feel free to participate in my GoFundMe. Because when the chem bombs fly, other things die. And we're the guardians of this planet. It's going to be just fine. It was here before us. It'll be here after us. But will we survive what we're doing is the big question. And how much life are we going to take with it that never got a voice? Be you, be free, be oneness. Big love, peace.